So what you gonna do when Hulk Hogan and the XWF run wild on you?
They were the faces of our childhoods, the voices behind the anthems.
Killing me softly with this song, killing me softly.
We laughed with them, cried with them, grew up with them. But time has a cruel way of catching up, even with the brightest icons. Some passed quietly, others left the world in sudden, tragic headlines. And just like that, an entire era feels a little more distant. These are the celebrities from the 90s who died recently.
If I was to say to you, girl, we couldn't get much higher. Yeah!
Val Kilmer wasn't just an actor, he was an enigma. A Juilliard prodigy at 17, he was the youngest student ever admitted at the time. He burst into fame as Iceman in Top Gun.
He and I were like brothers in flight school. He was a good man.
Then stunned audiences as Doc Holliday in Tombstone.
I'm your huckleberry.
A performance so haunting it became a career-defining role. Perfectionist, shapeshifter. Kilmer turned down Dirty Dancing and The Matrix because he followed instinct, not fame. He married actress Joanne Whalley after meeting her on the set of Willow.
Enchanted you and you were helpless against it.
They had 2 children, Mercedes and Jack. Later in life, throat cancer nearly silenced him. As a Christian Scientist, he resisted treatment at first. Eventually, he relented, but the damage was done. He lost his voice, but not his creativity. He painted. He wrote poetry. He kept 2 buffalo on his ranch, named them, and watched them like sacred symbols of his Cherokee ancestry. He once said he had the soul of a clown, trapped in a philosopher's mind. Val died peacefully after years of declining health, surrounded by his children. His art remained online till the very end. Paintings, thoughts, beauty. Val Kilmer didn't just perform, he felt everything deeply. And now that he's gone, the silence feels thoughtful. Farewell, Val. You were impossible to predict, and impossible to forget. Picture this. It's the 90s. You're sitting cross-legged in front of the TV. The intro hits, the crowd's roaring, and out comes the man, ripping his shirt, flexing and shouting,
And what you gonna do when Hulkamania and the largest arms in the world run wild on you?
For a generation, Hulk Hogan was Saturday mornings. He wasn't just part of wrestling history, he was the headline. Hulk Hogan, born Terry Bollea, took pro wrestling from smoky arenas to primetime television. From WrestleMania to Hollywood, his presence was magnetic, bold, loud, unforgettable.
1 year ago, brother, me and the Macho Man were as one. We were best of friends. We would do anything to win together, brother.
But on July 24th, 2025, Hogan died at home in Clearwater, Florida, after a sudden cardiac arrest. According to his wife, Sky Daly, the loss was devastating. I believed in his strength. I thought we had more time, she shared. To the world, he was a legend. To me, he was Terry, my partner, my heart. They married in 2023. Hogan had previously been married to Jennifer McDaniel and Linda Claridge, with whom he had 2 children, Brooke and Nick. Behind the mustache, behind the showmanship, was a man who fought harder than anyone knew. Now, the red and yellow will never shine quite the same. Rest in peace, Hulkster. Hulkamania lives on. Hulkamania.
Anyone sees the secret tattoo?
Before cell phones were smart and internet came through a dial tone, she was already a star.
If I know what I like, and I know that I like.
Michelle Trachtenberg lit up every 90s kid's screen. First as the quirky neighbor on Pete and Pete.
Moving to your lousy town, he won't squirt. I don't blame.
Then as the bold, notebook-carrying spy in Harriet the Spy. She wasn't background noise, she was the moment. As she got older, so did her roles. She joined Buffy the Vampire Slayer and gave us Dawn Summers. Complicated, emotional, unforgettable.
I had a lot of intense stuff going on. A lot of people don't understand that.
On February 26, 2025, she was found unresponsive in her Manhattan apartment. Her mother discovered her, and emergency responders pronounced her dead at the scene. No signs of foul play. Initially, the cause was undetermined. Her family declined an autopsy for religious reasons. But months later, toxicology tied her death to complications from diabetes mellitus. Behind the camera, Michelle had quietly endured enormous strain, liver transplant in 2024, fragile health, and a public battle with rumors over her appearance. She despised dismissive comments, once tweeting, "This is my face, not malnutrition." Her partner of 5 years, Jay Cohen, has been quietly processing grief. He shared gratitude to friends and strength from those around him. Her passing isn't just sad, it's disorienting. Because when someone shaped your childhood, you assume they'll be there forever. Rest easy, Michelle. You made growing up feel just a little less lonely.
Put it on before you shower.
Look, they'll be here any minute. Just my shirt?
That's right.
Thanks.
Hey.
If you watched sitcoms in the 90s, he was a familiar face. First as Theo on The Cosby Show, and then holding his own in Malcolm and Eddie.
Okay, so it's like that. Here you go. Thank you.
Malcolm Jamal Warner made the leap from teen star to grown-up storyteller. He directed episodes of The Fresh Prince, dropped spoken word albums, and let fame fade while creativity bloomed. No scandals, no noise, just solid, soulful work. On July 20th, 2025, while vacationing in Costa Rica, Warner was playing with his daughter at the water's edge. He left her safely on the shore and entered the sea with a friend. Just a quick swim, but a rip current struck. The friend made it out. Malcolm didn't. Bystanders pulled him from the water. Red Cross responders tried to revive him, but it was too late. He was 54. To the world, he was Theo. To many, a quiet inspiration. To one little girl, a hero who didn't come back. Rest in peace, Malcolm. You grew up with us and showed us how to do it with heart.
Explain why you are breaking into personal files, or I am going to take such pleasure in having you.
Leslie Charleson. Back in the 90s, General Hospital ruled daytime TV, and Leslie Charleson was its queen. As Dr. Monica Quartermain, she brought brains, bite, and heart to every scene. Whether she was clashing with Alan, fighting for her patients, or surviving breast cancer, a storyline she personally pushed for, she joined the cast in 1977. But in the 90s, she hit her stride, earning Emmy nods, Soap Opera Digest awards, and a place in millions of households every weekday afternoon. Off-screen, she was warm, witty, and fiercely loyal to her castmates. But in her later years, her health began to decline. After a series of falls and hospitalizations, she quietly stepped away in 2023. Monica was never killed off, just said to be upstairs, still there in spirit.
This house too crowded for you. You can spend the Christmas season elsewhere.
On January 12, 2025, Leslie died from complications related to head trauma. She was 79. Rest easy, Doctor. Quartermain, you weren't background, you were the story.
Princess Margaret.
It's the early 90s. British TV is wild, witty, and fast in sweatsuits, smoke-filled clubs, and on live improv stages. Then he appears, Tony Slatterie. Mischievous, brilliant. The star of Whose Line Is It Anyway? Channel 4's flagship improv show. From 1988 to 1995, he lit up screens with off-the-cuff songs, characters, and razor-sharp wit. His arrival spawned countless careers, but fans always said, wait for Slatterie, he'll blow you away. He wasn't just a comedian, he was Cambridge Footlights royalty. He studied alongside Stephen Fry, Emma Thompson, and Hugh Laurie. But in 1996, the world dimmed for Tony. A breakdown, fueled by addiction and mental health struggles, forced him into seclusion. Diagnosed with bipolar disorder, he spent months offline. In recent years, he launched Tony Slatterie's Rambling Club, a podcast, and returned to live improv, alive again, performing on his own terms. Then on January 14, 2025, age 65, he suffered a heart attack and passed away early that morning. His partner of nearly 40 years, Mark Michael Hutchinson, confirmed the news. Tony Slatterie wasn't just 90s TV. He was chaos dressed in comedy. Rest in laughter, Tony. You made improv transcend. Back in the 90s, you might have heard her voice on the radio. Roberta Flack, the soul and jazz singer behind classics like Killing Me Softly and The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face.
Right on, swabbing my back with his finger.
Born in 1937 in Black Mountain, North Carolina, Roberta began piano at 9 and earned a full scholarship to Howard University at just 15. Her career truly soared when The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face featured in Clint Eastwood's play Misty for Me, launching her into superstardom. She became the first artist ever to win back-to-back Grammy Awards for Record of the Year, 1973 and 1974, with Killing Me Softly following in 1974. She amassed 4 Grammys and a Lifetime Achievement Award in 2020. Roberta continued to record and tour through the 80s and 90s, and her final album, a collection of Beatles covers titled Let It Be Roberta, was released in 2012. In 2022, she was diagnosed with ALS, a cruel neurological disease that eventually made singing impossible. On February 24, 2025, she passed away at 88. Rest in harmony, Roberta.
This thing of intuition.
Yes.
I always, #1 tool for the artist and any other person.
Think back to the early 90s. You turn on the TV and suddenly you're in Twin Peaks, a coffee-scented mystery in a small town. That was David Lynch, a surreal dreamer who made TV unforgettable. Twin Peaks premiered in 1990, shifting the entire landscape of television and launching Lynch into the mainstream. Before that, Lynch's films like Blue Velvet and Wild at Heart had already cemented his reputation as the visionary of noir and subconscious horror. The Elephant Man, Dune, Lost Highway, Mulholland Drive, each project expanded an ever-stranger cinematic universe. But in the last years, his powerful creative momentum slowed. A lifetime of smoking, starting in early childhood, led to severe emphysema. Diagnosed in 2020, Lynch grew largely homebound and struggled with mobility, but never with spirit. He even hinted at directing remotely, supported by transcendental meditation. Despite his illness, his final artistic statement arrived in 2024, Cellophane Memories, a collaborative album with Christabel, blending his surreal vision with music. It was his last creative release before his death. On January 15, 2025, David Lynch passed away in Los Angeles at 78 from cardiac arrest due to complications of his battled emphysema. The tributes poured in. Kyle MacLachlan said, "My world is that much fuller because I knew him. and that much emptier now that he's gone. He was a creator of dreams and nightmares, and now, even as the Red Room goes dark, his influence echoes forever. They made us feel, made us believe. And though they're gone, the roles they played, the songs they sang, the memories they gave us, live on. Which loss hit you the hardest? Whose work still lingers in your heart? Let us know in the comments. We want to hear your stories too. Their legacies remind us fame may fade, but impact is forever. If you found yourself reminiscing, hit like, subscribe, and stay tuned, because we have more stories of icons, legends, and those gone far too soon. Thank you for watching.